The House of Traditional Leaders in Limpopo has called on the Ramabulana family to resolve the kingship dispute that is currently before the courts. This follows the Supreme Court of Appeal's decision to set aside the recognition of Toni Mphephu Ramabulana as the king of the Venda tribe. Princess Masindi Mphephu interdicted the coronation of her uncle Toni in 2016. The appeals court ruling has opened the race between Toni and his niece Masindi. Experts believe that it will be difficult for Masindi to ascend the throne because the king is elected by paramount chiefs who currently support the incumbent Toni Ramabulana. Ramabulana is embroiled in a VBS scandal, with his name appearing on advocate Terry Motau's report. The dispute has been referred back to Limpopo High Court. Now, for more on the story, we're now joined on the line by the Mphephu Ramabulana Royal Family Council spokesperson, Ntsieni Ramabulana. Good afternoon, Ntsieni, and thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
The Supreme Court of Appeal has set aside the 2012 decision by former President Jacob Zuma to declare Toni Mphephu Ramabulana as the king of the Venda nation. What does this mean for him?
Well, if you actually go into the ruling says that he still remains as the king, so that was not withdrawn. What the court, however, did say that we need to go back to the High Court in Polokwane, where this matter must sit again. They also called on the House of Traditional Leaders as well as Contralesa to also give advice. Those are two measures that we welcome as a family. We have satisfied ourselves that we actually followed the proper customary procedures in arriving at the decision to make Toni Mphephu the king of the Venda people. So we certainly are sitting with our legal experts. We're talking to them. They are also going through the merits of the case, and they will be able to be in a position to advise us in terms of how we need to deal with this matter.
Now, the court has also declared as unlawful the August 2010 decision by the Mphephu Ramabulana Royal Family Council to recognize Toni Mphephu Ramabulana as king of Venda, and the matter has also been referred back to the High Court. So where to from here?
So for us is the issue of the kingship of the Ramabulana family. The jurisdiction of who becomes king lies within the royal family. So we are certainly, this is the reason why we're sitting with our legal experts, for them to tell us exactly what was wrong with that procedure so that we are able to then take this matter forward.
And the House of Traditional Leaders in Limpopo has also called on the Ramabulana family to resolve the kingship dispute. How do you plan on resolving this dispute?
Well, as per the court judgment, we are obviously going to be sitting with the House of Traditional Leaders in Limpopo. The judgment has said that we need to have a sit-down with them so that they also can have their say and talk to us. So once that meeting has taken place and, we have consulted with them, we will then find a way forward in terms of how we need to. Obviously, what is paramount for us is that we need to resolve this impasse as soon as possible.
Do you think we have reached a point where we have to decide to give something up? It's either constitutionalism or customary law.
The biggest worry will always be that, obviously customary law is enshrined in the Constitution. I think the confusion that comes in is where the notion is created almost that customary law needs to bow down in front of the Roman Dutch law for it to be legitimate. So I think those are points that we really as a country need to take a look at.
Now here's the question of the day. Who is the rightful heir to this throne?
The rightful heir to this throne is Toni Mphephu Ramabulana, the man who is the king of the Venda people. He is the rightful person.
And lastly, how is the relationship between Masindi and the Royal Council?
The Masindi is our daughter. Masindi is a member of this family. Regardless of these misunderstandings that are happening at the moment, she is still very much our child. We still embrace her. She's still part of us. So that relationship is still one of her being a family member.
Is this dispute going to affect the elections that's coming up soon?
The elections in what way?
In terms of loyalty to parties, etc.
No. This is obviously, these are customarily issues that have absolutely nothing to do with anything else except for their own procedure.
Okay, thank you very much. That was Mphephu Ramabulana, Royal Family Spokesperson, Council Spokesperson Ntsieni Ramabulana.